We talked a little bit in the pre-show about how you are very passionate about creating this ripple effect. Share your Ignite moment and how this all became important to you.
Well, my marriage, my 13-year marriage ended because my ex-husband, I discovered he was having an affair. And although I didn't know, what it entailed, obviously I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the future looked like. But what I did know is that my children and I deserved better. And so I stopped that cycle right then and there. And I honestly thought, JB, because I'm a very strong individual, I've gone through a lot of adversities already in my life up to that point. I thought, well, you know what? The worst thing I've already gone through the worst thing. It's my child having cancer and being pregnant at the same time. What could be worse?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you, divorce is a different kind of pain, and you can absolutely relate to
Mm-hmm.
that. So
Mm-hmm.
that was my Ignite moment, was making that decision, no matter how uncertain the future looked, that I knew and my children knew. Oh, I knew that for myself and my children, we deserved more.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like, and sometimes I look back in retrospect and think I could have done more, I could have done a few things before it all fell apart. Do you have some tools and strategies that maybe if somebody's feeling like they're leaning in that direction, or maybe in the midst of it, but it's not completely cut off? Is there something that you can suggest, again, through the self-development, that people can do to just potentially do some of the work before it all falls apart?
Oh gosh, yes, my goodness. I've done, of course, a lot of self-reflection, but I didn't stay there as like I could have, would have, what could have been, because again, with that acceptance and everything happens for our greatest good. But what I will say is that yes, I was a completely different version of myself before. Um,
Mm-hmm.
of course, there's the good parts, the foundation, but there's some things that, I mean, hello, we're about programming. By the time we're at the age of 7, we've already been conditioned who to be, what our name is, like how to behave. So a lot of those things were conditioning that I carried in my whole life, my marriage, showing up in that way, just also being too much in my masculine energy, pushing, ambitious, aggressive. And that did not allow my partner, because I didn't trust him. Hello, it's again goes back to me though, to step up and be that, and be that partner, have his male energy. So I really was the bus driver. I created that. So
Mm.
I'm doing things a lot differently this time around because I learned. And we have to be able to get to a point where we have moments of self-reflection, a lot actually, so that we can see how we showed up and what we can do to make things better this time around. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, I so agree. I mean, I am now remarried with the most amazing individual. I absolutely love my husband. I adore our marriage. And I had learned so much in the others of how to do it differently. And I was able to change